Hello and welcome. Today, we are going to tackle a really common problem. How do you get the high protein meals your body needs to stay strong, especially when you're just plain too tired to cook? You know that feeling, right? The day's over, maybe you're feeling a little achy, and the absolute last thing on your mind is getting out pots and pans. We've all been there. And in that moment, it's so tempting to just grab whatever's easiest, maybe a piece of toast, or just skip a real meal altogether.
And here's the thing, it feels so harmless. What's one simple meal, right? But those little choices, day after day, they add up. They quietly, almost secretly, start to chip away at our muscle strength, our sense of balance, and ultimately, our independence.
So, what is actually going on here? Well, there's a name for this process, a biological reality that can sneak up on us if we're not paying attention. Think of it as a quiet thief of strength. That name is sarcopenia. Now, I know it sounds like a complicated medical term, but all it really means is the natural loss of muscle that happens as we age. And here's the kicker. After 60, we can lose about 1 to 2% of our muscle mass every single year. It's so gradual you don't even notice it's happening until you do. So what does that feel like in the real world? Well, it's that subtle feeling of being a little unsteady on your feet. It's wrestling with a jar that just won't budge. It's noticing that grocery bags feel heavier than they used to. It can even mean taking longer to bounce back from a minor trip or stumble, or just feeling like your immune system isn't quite as tough as it once was. This isn't just theory, this is about our day-to-day life. But here is the hopeful part, the really good news. This is not some unstoppable fate. We can absolutely fight back. And our best weapon starts with a simple, clear blueprint for how we eat. Now, get ready for this because it might be the exact opposite of what you'd expect. As we get older, our bodies actually become less efficient at using the protein we eat. So what does that mean? It means our protein needs actually go up, not down. We literally need more of it just to hold on to the muscle we have. So what's the magic number? Well, research is pretty clear that older adults should aim for about 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein for every kilogram of their body weight every day. That's a good bit more than the standard recommendation for a 30-year-old. And knowing that number gives us a real measurable goal. Okay, a goal is great, but how in the world do we hit it without turning the kitchen into a full-time job? This, my friends, is where our effortless, no-cook meals come in. They are our secret weapon. Let's start with a true powerhouse in a bowl. Take a cup of plain Greek yogurt. That's about 17 grams of high-quality, slow-digesting protein, which is perfect for feeding your muscles over time. Now add 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds, boom, another 10 grams of complete protein. Top it all off with some walnuts for those brain-healthy omega-3s, and you've got an incredible meal that took you, 30 seconds to make? Next up is maybe one of the best and easiest things you can do. A can of wild-caught salmon or tuna, just flaked over a bed of spinach. You're looking at a huge 25 to 30 grams of protein right there. But wait, there's more. That salmon is loaded with an antioxidant called astaxanthin, which is fantastic for reducing the inflammation that can make us feel achy and tired. It's literally ready in 2 minutes. Now, we need to talk about a specific amino acid called leucine. Think of it as the ignition key for your body's muscle-building engine. It's the trigger that tells your body, okay, time to build. And one of the best, easiest sources? Eggs. You can buy them already hard-boiled, zero effort. Just make sure you eat the whole egg. The yolk has so many crucial nutrients for your brain and body. All right, here's another unsung hero, cottage cheese. I'm telling you, a single cup of low-fat cottage cheese can pack up to 28 grams of protein. And it's mostly that amazing, slow-release casein protein we talked about. You can eat it plain, with some fruit, whatever you like. Just try to find a low-sodium version to keep an eye on blood pressure. And hey, don't think we're forgetting about plant-based options. They are fantastic. Try some hummus with fresh veggies. But here's the pro tip. Add a sprinkle of pumpkin seeds. Why? They are packed with magnesium, a mineral that is so important for muscle function and even getting a good night's sleep. And honestly, most of us don't get enough of it. Speaking of simple, you can't get easier than this. Buy a bag of frozen shelled edamame. Let it thaw in the fridge and you've got a snack or a meal booster with 18 grams of complete plant protein. Just thaw and eat. It's that simple. Okay, so we have some amazing standalone meals. Now let's talk about leveling up. There's a concept that can make everything you eat even more powerful. It's all about synergy. So what on earth is protein synergy? It's really simple. It just means combining different foods so they fill in each other's nutritional gaps. It's like having 2 team members who are good at different things. Together, they're unstoppable.
You create a protein that's way more useful to your body. Let me give you a perfect example. Cottage cheese is high in one amino acid, but a little lower in another called lysine. Canned lentils? They're the exact opposite. So what happens when you mix some canned lentils into your cottage cheese? They complete each other. Suddenly you've created a super protein that your body can use incredibly well. All right, let's pull all these amazing ideas together into what might just be the ultimate formula for protecting and building your strength. And it's all backed by some really solid science.
Here it is. Step 1, the base. Start with that Greek yogurt, which we know is rich in that muscle trigger leucine. Step 2, the boost. Add a scoop of whey protein isolate. It's one of the most concentrated sources of leucine you can find. And finally, step 3, the enhancer. Add some creatine monohydrate. Creatine is incredibly safe and well-studied, and it helps give your muscles more energy to do their job.
And look, don't just take my word for it. The science on this is really exciting. A huge review of studies in 2023 found that this exact combination, creatine plus leucine-rich protein, significantly improves muscle mass, strength, and performance in adults over 60. It's a real game changer. So as we bring this all home, what are the keys to making this work? First, consistency with protein. Aim for that 25 to 30 grams with each meal. Second, hydration. Your muscles are thirsty. And third, some simple movement. You've got to give those muscles a reason to stick around. Even simple chair squats make a huge difference. And I want to leave you with this thought because it's so important. Your independence, your ability to move freely, your vitality, these things are not decided by the number on your birthday cake. They are the sum total of the small, smart choices you make for yourself day in and day out. So, my question for you is this. What is the one simple, no-cook choice you'll make for your strength today? Thank you so much for joining me.